last episode, we finally got Titans again, and we were also busy fighting back the Red armies. That sounds pretty good. So, let's try to figure out how many zombies are behind that tree, and let's play Heroism Magic 2. And I really wish those trees were more translucent, or those labels stating numbers were more obvious or visible. Maybe as a layer above the actual thing. Or, yeah, just transparency on those trees would be good. Because this is, while atmospherically nice, it's just a nuisance to the player, and that's something you never want. You never want to just bother the player into something. At least back in the days, that was not what you wanted. Nowadays, people are fine just forcing their decision on the player, but back then it was still a glorious time. Why would you do that? You have those halflings. Okay, message here. Just gonna reply to that quickly. Okay, now we have standing stones we haven't visited yet, so let's do that. And we have money! Because money is lying on the street. Quite literally. Well, a bit off the street, but sometimes you can also find it on the street. Especially early in the game, because every map starts out with a crowd load of money just sitting around doing nothing. Also, note to self, for next time this map would be way easier if I had... Can I sleep? Oh, but I can do that. Aha! Taste cold rings. This map would be way easier if I go with Sorceress. Why do you always blind the golems? I really don't get this. Why does he have good morale? He's a rather unpleasant fellow, so I don't see why he has happy troops, but that's another thing that will just never be clear to me. Also, let's take out this. Well, let's not take them out then. All up to you. Can't cast a spell anymore. You're very fast, so it does have to go fast. Ow! I've been kind of inviting that. Let's be one. Oh well, we'll have to do it. On the bright side, he unblinded the golems. Spell points left. The cold ring would be just a waste, so we'll go with Bloodlust on those. And hopefully kill those stupid goblins. Okay, let's take care of those centaurs now. Should have done that earlier. I was hoping we could really take out the griffins. Apparently we couldn't. Okay, how many of those are left? 21. The weird thing is I have to... Ow. Also keep in mind that the coding doesn't actually have to be targeted at a creature. It can be targeted at any tile on the map, but the creature is usually surrounded by enemies, so that's why it's often worth to go for that. We'll go with logistics and we'll go back home. Hooray! On the bright side, we have most of our towns back. There's only those two. We haven't returned, or we haven't captured back. But I'm not in a hurry to get those. Actually, I could just grab it now. I'm not too much in a hurry because those can't be upgraded, so they can't hire heroes there. You don't have the cold ring spell. It will speed up the dwarves. Hooray! Speedy dwarves. I think that's actually... Yeah, there's also speeds up the walking animations, which is something I find hilarious. I don't know why, but I really like the sped up walking animations. It really looks like they're hasty now. Just look at it go. Mysticism. Sounds like a good idea now. Also, charge. We'll have to charge in now. Otherwise we'll never get this scenario sorted out. And I'm hoping this is the last episode in this particular scenario. I was actually hoping to finish it with with Myra charging in, but we couldn't do that for some reason. And it's the week of the Badger. And that's actually something weird about tier 7 troops. I can never seem to hire all of them unless I really have a lot of proper cities to hire them from. I mean, this is 10,000. That's almost all the money we made so far. Okay. This... let's just load the rest of the halflings here. Of course, I've bought one more rock. On the bright side, we are having more resources we could sell if I so desired. Well, to attack those trolls. That's a lot of money they're farming, so I'll probably do that if we still have time for that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think it's just hiring random heroes for the sake of hiring random heroes. The AI does it all. They just hire random heroes, throw all their troops into one army, usually their strongest hero, and then they'll just let that be. This might actually be difficult. We have the Bloodlust there. Then group everything up here. I was hoping we had a bit less enemies to deal with, but apparently I was wrong there. So we need to shoot. We need to go forward. Yeah, this might actually be biting us in the arms now. Stay back. We can't do too much to us from a safe distance, which he is now crossing. We'll hope his morale won't hit the critical levels too soon. Can we curse him? We could curse him. Now they'll do minimal damage. It might save our asses. Or well, the asses of our halflings. Let's go. Sometimes we just have to do the first strike because otherwise you'll just not get anywhere. Yeah, he does that. Bloodlust. He gets another retaliation this turn, okay. This is refreshed each turn, not each turn of the troop. And I think that's also something that was changed in later installments. I believe retaliation was only refreshed after you had your next move. So right now it's refreshed once the boars have had their next turn. But it was different back then. It's not to say it was better back then, it's just different. That. Yeah, you're face palming, that's fine. Oh, we don't have mana left. Oh, those dwarves are resilient. Wow, those bastards are really hard to kill. I didn't expect to have to fight 26 of them, by the way. That was a miscalculation or estimation on my end. Luckily, it seems the golems are turning this for us. Once they are useful, because we were fighting essentially battle of attrition. And in those, golems are good. Because they are really hard to wear down. I believe they also have a bit of magic resistance, although that might be something that was introduced later on. So I'm not sure if golems also have a chance of resisting spells, but I'm quite sure they can. It's kind of the trade-off for being so damn slow. Where's that guy going? So, Pastore. Time has come to... Actually, has it? Oh wow, a demon cave. Yeah, it has come. The time has come. Bastard. Did we get the sticks? Ow! Knock it off. Okay, we don't have any sticks. Can I have a turn now? Thank you. Okay, we'll have to stone skin on those. And move in. It's important to always make a move into the enemy when you actually... Why'd you do that, idiot? My catapult is kinda useless. So we need to speed up the dwarves a bit. And I mean a fair bit. I could be hoping that the catapult won't let me down, but I'm not that optimistic, so I'll just go here. I'll have to wait for one more turn in the boat anyway. What's wasting time on that is beyond me. Yep, catapult, you're useless. So we'll have to wait another turn in the moat. Okay. Is stone skin still active? No. Doesn't last too long. How much? You have 3 spell power. That's usually exactly the amount of turns your spells will last. So 3 turns. Haste is still going, and you don't need it to be refreshed actually, because this is... Yeah, Pastore, now you're a host. Finally got you with a bunch of dwarves. Good bloodless and just for good measure. Just for good measure. Although I believe you really can't run away in a proper siege. Because you have nowhere to go with the siege. And yes, even 100 dwarves can completely surround an enemy castle. Wow, nice. So, what's the hourglass doing? Ooh, all of your spells by 2 turns. That's nice. Well, not nice, but nice to have. Okay, he hasn't been able to build that yet because he hasn't built a swamp yet, and a maze, and what has he done in this town? Did it buy anything? I think we can safely attack those trolls now. Having Titans usually allows you to do all sorts of crazy attacks. We'll also upgrade them a bit. those. Yeah, they should mostly go for the Titans. Don't go down here because there's only one troll up here who can attack, and two down here if I don't want to attack. And yes, I know I might lose a rock or two here, but that's something you have to accept. Can't save them all. Now, something else that golems are pretty good at is defending your ranged troops. So if you have a troop that you really... if you put, for example, your halflings and your mages near each other and put a golem in between, he can usually defend against troops that charge in, although you might still lose one or two turns with them. That... not sure they will attack Titans, yep. I think this is one of the real reasons why Titans are a bit overpowered. It's the way the AI decides who to attack. Because Titans are tanky and they just draw, I'd say, a good 90% of the enemy fire. Okay, you wait there. You wait there, I guess. Okay, we can't go right there without attacking those rogues, which I won't do with those troops. Because we hardly have an army left. But we're rolling in money, see? Just look at that. Go on. Well, we don't have that much, but we might have soon. Okay, now we should be able to finish this. Well, this one. He can't also run away because that would... not enough. He can't run away because that's the last hero. And that was stupid. I'm not sure why the AI does it. I don't remember them doing that too often. He could run away because he was the last hero and there was no enemy city. The red player has been vanquished. Which means I should have won, yes.
Rockland has sent a messenger to convey his undying gratitude for your assistance against the Warlocks. In return for your aid, Rockland has promised you the unconditional support of the dwarves for as long as you should serve me. Already he has sent troops to the Karator Mountains in anticipation of your move against Archibald. His forces await your command.
Hooray! We've been nice to the dwarves and now have gained the Dwarven Alliance. Okay. And which class are we going with now? I'm almost dreading it, but I suppose I will go with Knight this time, because we haven't had a Knight yet. And the Knights are pretty okay class. They're kind of bland in my opinion, but they're pretty okay class. They're pretty balanced. Have some pretty strong units. Their tier 7 is a bit underwhelming because it's just slow. It has a ridiculous attack, but it's just very, very, very slow, and also among the weakest of all the units, because I think it's actually the only top tier troop that that has less than 100 health. So Crusaders fall quite fast to enemy blows, and I don't like that too. I don't like that. However, I think if you can cast haste on them, they will be able to cross the entire battlefield in one round, and that, again, is pretty damn good. So join us next time when we try to free the Karator mines, and I'll just go with Knight and say okay here. I'm gonna regret that, but if I load this game up and if you see next episode that this is not a Knight anymore, then you know I've messed it up and I had to redo it. So anyway, let's go right in here. Look at another intro. No. This area is rich in resources. Explore but beware. Cast left and defend will quickly fall. Yeah, it certainly does. Okay. What's that sign here? Gift of gold, more for the people of Enroth. For the people of Enroth. How very benevolent. Good luck, and may God save the true King Roland. Oh yeah, hopefully. However, he will not until next time, so I'll see you then. Bye.